Right now, I want to give you an update as to what happened to Damon Atkins, the preacher that was arrested at the Pride event in Reading, Pennsylvania, absolutely wrongfully arrested as he was exercising his First Amendment right to speak in public. And the officer that arrested him apparently didn't know that this thing had been videoed before he laid into him with the charges that were brought. And here I just want to show you the video that exonerates the man, and then I'm going to tell you what he was charged with.
Looks like some more men just showed up to support us. This cop's going to give him a hard time.
You don't have to say you don't care. I don't. God, let them have their. This is public property. Okay, with respect. Oh, I'm respecting it. Let them have their event. You know who's cheering for us? The people that are in hell. So you do you, and I'm going to do me. This is public property. You. God is not. That's it. God, this will be public.
And there he goes, and Damon finds himself in cuffs. So I wanted to talk to Damon here about what happened. And
Atkins was arrested June 6th for disorderly conduct and fighting. Does it look like he was fighting anywhere in this video? This is what makes me so angry. Not only did the police officer trample on his First Amendment rights and wrongfully arrest him, but he made up the charges. Fighting? That is an absolute lie, and this police officer deserves to have his job shoved down the toilet and flushed away. His whole career should be in tatters and ruins, and I'm going to get to that, what happened, in a moment. Berks County Commissioner Christian Leinbach admitted that the arrest was unlawful and could open up the city of Reading and their police department to legal action. Good. I hope that Damon Atkins sues the police department for violation of his civil rights, and I hope he wins a lot of money, and I hope indeed that this officer goes down. I actually called the Reading Police Department and left an irate message for the police chief. I didn't even call the police when I was detained unlawfully for about 8 hours until 4 o'clock in the morning before they finally realized that they had the wrong individual, because I realized that the cops were stupid, but at least they were trying to do their jobs. I did not complain to the police one time, but I did call the Reading police chief, and I hope that you do too. The phone number will be in the description and is right here on the screen. Please make sure to call and let your voice be heard for this evil that was done to this man. I have only been more upset at the police one time in my life, and that was the Daniel Shaver incident in Mesa, Arizona, when they essentially executed an innocent man in a hotel hallway. Please don't even look it up because it's absolutely gruesome. That's the only time, and I'm sure that there are others that might qualify, that I've been more angry at the police because they lied, they made up the charges, and they absolutely deserve to be sued. And what is noticeable is that absent the videotape, Atkins would have had a very difficult time refuting that he had been engaged in fighting, which is what makes it so vicious on the policeman's part. What is equally notable is the lack of any public statement on the repercussions for an officer making such a false charge. This was clearly a protest that was protected under our First Amendment, this glorious amendment that the founders of our country put into the Bill of Rights. And the violation of Atkins' rights should result in something more than a shrug and the dismissal of charges. That's just the fact. So please make sure to call the police chief in Reading, Pennsylvania, and let them know that you find this to be demonic on the part of the officer, and that we should not kowtow and bend the knee to a pride event. They have the right to exercise their First Amendment privileges, as do counter-protesters. That's the way it works in America. This policeman, Sergeant Bradley, should be out of his job, and I too will join you in calling the police department? Leave it in the comments if you did. I'd be happy to hear from you. I wanted to bring you this update. Peace out.